My name is Beth Van Skok, and I'm the U.S. Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice. The United States joins many around the world in deploring the atrocities taking place in Sudan since the outbreak of conflict on April 15. The heinous acts described in a number of credible accounts include mass killing along ethnic lines, attacks on community leaders, doctors, and journalists, pillage and looting, and gender-based violence, including sexual violence. The United States condemns in the strongest terms these horrific acts, particularly killings on the basis of ethnicity committed by the Rapid Support Forces and its allied militias in West Darfur. The ongoing violence occurring in West Darfur and other areas serves as an ominous reminder of the horrific events that led the United States to determine in 2004 that a genocide was underway in Darfur. Those responsible for criminal conduct must be held accountable. The International Criminal Court is seized with these events. We welcome the ICC's investigations and prosecutions, including of current violence in Darfur, and we are taking steps to bolster the court's efforts to locate and apprehend ICC fugitives. We are also actively championing human rights documentation initiatives in Sudan. Collectively, these efforts can shed light on ongoing human rights abuses and violations and generate vital information for justice and accountability purposes. Among these U.S. government funding initiatives is the Sudan Conflict Observatory, a remote platform that leverages commercial and publicly available data collection technologies, including digital photos, videos, and other information shared online, to carefully document conflict developments to inform responses, including on the justice front. This includes damage to civilian infrastructure committed by combatants, the deployment of military equipment and troops, rapid population movements, and possible human rights abuses and international crimes. The Sudan Conflict Observatory is committed to sharing this information with the public, a critical aspect of why we have launched this platform. Reports are released publicly on a regular basis as new information is collected, aggregated, and analyzed. We are also working to augment existing civil society documentation work inside and outside of Sudan. For example, since 2020, the State Department has provided $2.7 million to fund a human rights documentation program collecting and preserving evidence of violations and abuses throughout Sudan to help ensure justice and accountability for perpetrators. While some of the in-person efforts have been paused due to the ongoing conflict, many of the teams are continuing to make progress in coordination with a wide range of partners. This includes developing and implementing investigation plans related to alleged war crimes and other atrocities. The State Department also has a $3.3 million program working to uncover funding sources for the conflict. An interactive public database of verified photos and videos at the website sudanshahid.org is collecting potential evidence for future criminal trials. And USAID continues to support human rights and civil society in Sudan. In line with the goals of these projects, the State Department plans to respond to unfolding events with new activities to support peace efforts in Sudan through ceasefire monitoring and conflict observation, to improve civilian safety and help break a cycle of violent conflict. Conflict observation is an important check on violence in Sudan and will encourage negotiations among belligerents for a durable end to this conflict. Preventing a protracted civil war and widespread atrocities in Sudan in the near term goes hand in hand with preventing violent extremist actors from gaining power and influence in the region over the long term. All this is to say, the world is watching. We have not forgotten Darfur's tragic history of violence. Alongside our allies and partners, the United States will not hesitate to condemn atrocities and promote efforts to hold those responsible accountable in courts around the world. Only through such resolve can we hope to prevent the recurrence of such crimes and protect populations from the scourge of violence. As President Joe Biden has said, our commitment to the Sudanese people and the future they want for themselves is unended. Thank you.